All right, you grasshoppers. The hockey moms are back by popular demand. We had them on probably, 2 or 3 weeks ago, you guys, Ron?
I think so.
Yeah.
So we got Loose Cannon. I just made that up. I didn't even realize
You made it up last time, too.
last time.
I want a nickname.
And then Pam Auger. And I say that correctly, right? Auger?
No.
Oh, come on. How do I say it?
Ahi, like a silent G.
Ahi.
Yeah.
I took out the wrong letter. Took out the wrong letter. Pam Ahi, Aughe. So through a former teammate of mine, you guys know him probably, Ron Duguay. There's a whole chain of people, but Ron was one that connected me to two fantastic women. So they're hockey moms, and Pam is a nutritionist,
Registered dietitian.
Yeah. And so she's obviously big into healthy foods and all that kinds of stuff. So they created Celery Salt. So Celery being the celebration in hockey, it's now called a Celery. And they created Celery salts, and they're really great. They're mixed. The one is garlic with salt and pepper. The other one's got kinds of seasonings, thyme, and all that stuff. So that one, no, you didn't put thyme in there?
No.
Oh, you did, it's in there now. It's in there now.
Sharpen herb, no time. Basil.
Okay. So I'll continue. So here's one of our guys from our Thursday show that we were talking about, Larry Melnick.
Hi, Larry.
And he wants some Celery salt. He lives up in British Columbia, so I've got to get his address to you. Okay. And then you can send him some Celery salt. So these two wonderful women created Celery salt, and it's spices. And then there's the other one. The hot one's called Puckin' Hot, right? Is it Puckin' Hot? Yeah.
Send in fire. It's Puckin' Hot.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And the great thing, especially with the one with that does not have the thyme in it, the one with all the spices, is really low in so.
Right. It's lower. Are
you sure there's no thyme in there?
Totally, but you enjoy it with some thyme in it.
Okay, I'm just going to tell him what else is in that one though. What is in that?
Marjoram, chives, basil, and parsley.
Oh, and thyme.
Time in Connecticut.
Yes,
maybe there's
right. My imaginary. It's like some people have imaginary friends. I have imaginary spices.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So our poor boy Larry Melnick here. So I'll give you the backstory. So Larry lives out in British Columbia. Has asked for some Ranger swag. He wants the hat, T-shirt, all this kinds of stuff, golf shirt, and all that. And it's been going on for it's longer than 8 months. It was initially sent to him. Supposedly he hasn't got it yet. So we don't know what's happened to it. It may get grabbed at the border or whatever.
So it's not that long to get to him.
It'll go out tomorrow to Larry.
Right. It'll go out tomorrow. So we'll get the address. Larry, why don't you write down your address for everybody to see it?
That seems safe. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll send you some special spices with thyme in it. So how is everything going with the business? You've got it in the Detroit Red Wings. You're using it in their locker room. Is that?
They're using it for pregame, and the Columbus Blue Jackets have it for pregame. We're waiting to hear from other dietitians to see how responsive they are. So we're open to any suggestions. If anybody knows anybody, just to get it in their hands to try it. The players seem to enjoy it pre and post game. So.
And again, the healthy part of it is that it's lower in sodium, right? Because you got the other spices and flavors in there, correct?
Right? Which offsets, versus a just straight up salt shaker. Yeah,
good. Very healthy. I like that. I made myself some salmon chowder. Salmon chowder I made, and I put it in there.
Yeah, that's
good.
Nice. That'd be good with
I'm getting better with my recipes where I just chowder. Well, I want to put salmon in it, so I just put salmon in it.
Yeah.
So I made my broth. I roast up all my vegetables, put them in a blender with some water, and that makes my broth. And then I can control how much salt I put in there.
Right, exactly. And that's a little more nutritious. You have all these veggies in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was good.
We have many recipes on our website too that are majority of them are developed by Pam. I'm just the marketing gal.
Recipe tester.
And the tester.
The loose cannon.
Right. Exactly.
We're going to have that word, the nickname spread around.
How about we don't?
No?
No? I mean, if you want to, Tom, with your time, that's cool.
What, did you have any nicknames, Lou? I got a sense that you had nicknames when you were younger, your kid.
Well, Lou's not my real name.
Oh.
So that's one nickname.
Oh, okay. Do we get to know what your real name is?
It's Lauren.
Lauren. And so how did you get Lou?
I had Lulu. La la Lulu Lou.
Oh, okay. So I'm not far off with Loose Cannon.
No, that's a great name. I'll go by that now.
Okay. And Pam, have you had any nicknames?
No.
Never had a nickname?
No, I haven't. No.
We got to think of something here then.
Oh, when I was a kid, I was called Pammy, but we're not going to go there.
No, I mean, I can only pick one. No, come with a nickname though. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, welcome next time.
So you're getting it out to some NHL teams. So people can go onto your website. Is it cellysalt.com? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay. And then buy the product. Fantastic. Ooh, man.
And we've done a few hockey tournaments in the area and getting out to the local parents, and a lot of people are traveling and they can't go to Canada yet. So we've had fans from, parents from Alaska, parents from Texas, like all over coming to tournaments here in Detroit. So check it out.
Yeah. And that's a great spot for hockey tournaments, right? They have so many rinks there and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we met a lot with good exposure. We met a friend of yours.
Oh, that's right.
In Taylor, Michigan. We met Kevin Hatcher.
Oh, Kevin Hatcher. That's right. He's a big man. Ooh.
Yeah.
Has he kept himself in shape?
Yeah. Well, he looked at your picture and Ron's picture and he said, "How do you know them?" I played against them. I said,
That's
"Okay."
right.
Said, oh.
He's a good player too. He had a great, fantastic career.
Yeah.
What's he doing now? Did he say? You guys were chatting or no?
We didn't really ask. He just bought some chirping herbs, so he likes that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one with the time in it.
The one with the time, right?
Maybe that could be a marketing scheme. The chirping herb without time, and it may be like,
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Okay. So the other one's pucking hot, and the chai has got no time. We got no time.
None of them. No time.
No time in any of them. Right.
We've got no. Seriously, we're coming up with marketing ideas right here on the show.
Well, we just ordered some Carhartt Celery Salt hats that we're waiting to come in, which is kind of cool because Carhartt's a Detroit-based company, much more established than ourselves.
Yeah.
And so they'll have both the logos on the hats. So we're waiting for those,
which will go good with our
hat trick packs.
Ah, nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So you've got the regular, which is the garlic, salt, pepper.
Correct.
The pucking hot. What is it called?
Chirping herb.
Chirping herb without time, with no time.
The 3 flavors.
But the chirping herb has a clean chirp on it because we didn't want to offend anyone on the chirp of the tagline.
That's right. Okay. All right. And that's the 3 flavors, or is there another one?
Just 3 for now. We have a few in the process. We're working on a few different recipes, but
Okay. Well, here we go. You're getting into Canada because Larry Melnick, he lives up in Vancouver. He's part of the Vancouver alumni.
Larry would love that. Thank you.
So we'll get Larry some product. And you can probably name a flavor after Larry too. Like he's the grumpiest man that's ever played in the National Hockey League. So maybe we have some grumpy gravy sauce or something.
Grumpy salt.
What's that?
Grumpy salt.
Grumpy salt. Oh yeah, he'd love that if you named a salt after him, the grumpy salt.
What's the hockey slang for grumpy?
What would you put in the grumpy salt? What would you have in there? I'm trying to think.
Some time.
Salt, pepper, garlic, and thyme. That's the grumpy salt. You got no time.
Larry's face on the front.
Yeah. Oh God, no. So just so you know, Larry, when NHL players win the Stanley Cup, typically they're somewhat humble about it. They wear the rings once in a while. Larry has two Stanley Cups. He's actually won 2 Stanley Cups with the Edmonton Oilers. He has the 2 Stanley Cups on the back of his car, so everybody can see that he's won Stanley Cup.
Not quite as humble.
So we give Larry a hard time. So he doesn't want to laugh at anything I say because
we're not laughing.
Have you guys watched our Thursday show yet?
Yes, you guys are quite entertaining.
Oh God, yeah. Sometimes we have to have a filter, like I have to have the mute button going. Some of the stuff. All right, so we're going to get into a bunch of NHL rinks. Where do you see this going? Like, is it? Obviously, you don't want to just limit yourself to the hockey world, but use the hockey as kind of the marketing part of it. Like the fact that you 2 are hockey moms and all that. Is that all part of the plan?
I mean, we're hopping on whatever opportunities we have with COVID. It made it a little more difficult. We're trying to talk to influencers too, in terms of like food influencers and talking to, chefs and various other people too, and everyday people for everyday eating.
Right.
It's just a matter of branding the name, having people try it. Once they try it, because some of the demos we've done, once they taste it, they're like, "Oh, okay, we'll get it. We'll buy it."
You know what we do have to do? We talked about it last show too. Is do like a dance, like the Celery Dance.
You can do that with your guys on Thursday, and then we could record it.
That's true. Maybe that's right. We all get it.
Do the Celery shake.
Yeah. You got to. So you got to. How would you call it? You got to shake it.
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it settles, right? You got to shake it before you use it, especially if it's been sitting there for a while.
Right.
Okay, so we'll do a Celery Dance. All right.
I'm
not going to do one with them. I'll do one by myself. I'll be dancing by myself. Maybe I'll have like a couple of cocktails tonight or something like that, and I'll start dancing. What do you think?
You can make a spicy.
You can celly in your kitchen with celly salt. So however your kitchen celly is,
Gets you, Sally. I like it. I like it. Okay.
So we're trying to encourage people that come up with recipes to send us a recipe or send us a picture of themselves with Celery salt or whatever they've created. So we'd like to celebrate our customers and anybody that is a fan of it. So it takes a village, and we welcome ideas or suggestions, or, you know, people have thoughts of how to further market it. We'll take it.
I'll start sending in my Sunday. So what do you want? Just one picture of what a meal is, and what's standing there with the picture, with the food and the celery salt? Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who we need to get? Darren Veach is another former player who posts a lot of stuff. He cooks all the time.
Oh, great.
So you know what? I'll get you connected with him as well. I mean, he isn't as wonderful as I am, but he's okay. But he's just okay. He's a great guy. He's fantastic. He's actually a very good cook too. He stay-at-home dad, so he's gets into some pretty. He's got some good pictures of his food too.
Good time of year to be cooking. It's getting colder. I want to stay inside. At least here it is getting colder.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of our listeners, they constantly give me a hard time about my wardrobe. I tend to wear a black T-shirt, some variation of a black T-shirt all the time. So some of our listeners feel it's kind of funny. Sit down with a nicer shirt. Maybe get a Celery salt. Do you get Celery salt T-shirts?
We're working on it. Remember, we've been online for 8 months. We are so brand new. I mean, compared to the rest of the world. So we want to do T-shirts.
We're starting with hats. We're getting a hat. Hat.
Are there canvas hats with the logo this way? But shirts, yes, we'd like that.
Am I getting a hat?
Yes, of course you are.
So I can wear it on the show. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't have to do your hair that day.
I have to do my.
Yeah. You don't have to wear a hat.
Pam, I thought we were tight. They can make fun of my hair. Oh, that's awful. This is terrible.
Are you wearing a hockey shirt?
No, it's actually, there's a company in Las Vegas, a former Army veteran, not former, he's an Army veteran, started this company called Threads of Envy being Nevada. And he's got a little bit of another buddy of his has got a hockey background. So this is a U.S. flag with a hockey stick.
Yeah. Oh, neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a good recipe that you should make, the butternut squash soup with that.
Okay.
Yeah, it combines two recipes. We did sin bin pepitas, the roasted pumpkin seeds, and then butternut squash soup, which is seasonal right now. Tons of winter squash is out. So yeah, it's a good one.
Good. I like that. I don't know if I've ever cooked with butter squash before. Okay. How about, I use fennel in my I'd never cooked with fennel before. It's pretty healthy, right? It's supposed to be very healthy for you.
Yeah. That's good. It's like licorice flavored.
Yeah,
right?
it does. Yeah, and it's got the smell too. It's really interesting. I never.
Did you buy a fresh one? Is that what you worked with? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, fresh one. Yes, I put it in with my vegetables to make the broth, and I also added it into the other part of the soup too. It's good. It's really good.
That's pretty thankful of you.
So we need to have a little discussion, Pam.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm ready.
You don't believe in intermittent fasting.
Oh, you had to bring it up, right? Yeah.
I know. I always like to learn things from people. I didn't fast until probably about a year ago. I started fasting, and people were telling me about it all the time. I always thought it was just about losing weight, but apparently there's all these health benefits of cleaning up the cells in your body and your brain and all that kind of stuff. So I'm a big believer. I get the sense that it's not that you don't believe in fasting; it's that it's the relationship with the food is the issue.
Right. I like to create a more positive relationship. I think people kind of struggle with the relationship with food, and they label stuff good and bad and fat and no fat. And I think it's better just to have like a better, relationship with food and try to be a little more comfortable with what you're eating and not label things as a cheat day or when I also have this on this type of diet or this time of day. Or so I think I just like to create a little bit more comfort with food for people versus labeling it for them.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's an overall healthy attitude about food.
Right.
And I definitely agree with you on the cheat day thing. I mean, I just don't, you just live a healthy lifestyle, right?
Right. And it's okay to celebrate with food.
Right.
Celery salt.
Celebrate.
But
I tell you, seriously, when we first met and you started talking about celery salt, okay, it's a nice kind of marketing campaign, but it is very true with the less sodium because of all the other spices that are mixed in there, right?
Right. I mean, it certainly makes it easier to cook because it's all combined and ready for you to go. Right. But yeah, it definitely, from a sodium perspective, instead of using teaspoons of salt in something, it's already seasoned and it's lower in sodium. It's great.
Yeah. Don't we get stuck? And that's one part of the diet where we get stuck with like salt is It's just put salt in everything, right? To add flavor to it. Well, you really don't have to, like with your stuff, you don't have to because it's got all the other spices.
Right. And I mean, the little bit of salt that's in there is going to enhance the flavor that you have, but it'll bring out the flavors and other things. So you don't need as much, for sure.
Good. Lou, where are you at with intermittent fasting? Putting you on the spot.
I prefer just remain quiet about it because I'm not a dietitian.
That's nice. That was politically correct right there. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Politically correct. Pam, where'd you go to school?
Drexel University in Philadelphia.
Oh, that's geez. We talked about that. How about you, Lou?
Lake Forest College in Lake Forest, Illinois.
Oh, okay. Midwest girls. Didn't go to Northern Michigan. Didn't want to go to Northern Michigan.
Chicago.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only been here. I've been here 19 years now in Michigan. Okay. So, yeah.
Oh, I love Michigan. It's a fantastic state. All the lakes. I don't think people realize how nice it is there. It's like where I went to school up in Northern Michigan. It's right on the southern shores of Lake Superior. Wow. But it's beautiful though. Like during the summer, it's like you're in the Bahamas. It's just that there's ice still floating in Lake Superior.
Your waters, pink sands. It's beautiful up there.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys go up that part of the country? Go up there?
Oh yeah, we do a lot. We have an RV. We do a lot of camping.
Oh, that's right. You have an RV. Oh man, I'm jealous. Yeah. I had an RV when my boys are 28, 31 now. Wow. So we had the RV when they were younger.
It's fun.
Oh, unbelievable. They still talk about that. That was great.
Yeah. And she cooks so well with her Celery Salt products on her journeys in the camp, the mobile cottage.
Travels well. Yeah.
So when my boys were smaller, when I first got divorced from their mother, they were like 4 or 6 years old. So I didn't know how to cook at all. Did I tell you my turkey story? You'll get a kick out of this. So we wanted to, Christmas and Thanksgiving, the tradition was to have the turkey stuffing and a whole bit. So we wanted to continue that. So we cheated. We had the stovetop stuffing, the jarred gravy, all that kind of stuff, because I didn't know how to cook. And I would buy the frozen turkey and I'd put the frozen turkey right into the oven, frozen.
Oh boy.
But the thing is though, the turkey would come out fine. It was cooked fine, but I didn't know what the giblets were in the bag inside the turkey. So I pull it out and I go, we got garbage in our turkey. What is this? And I had no clue what it was. So we would do the same thing on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we went through the cycle. So one Thanksgiving, one Christmas, one Thanksgiving. And then on that Christmas, we met some friends, a married couple. They came over I was going to make them dinner. I was all proud of my turkey dinner I made and everything. And we're in the kitchen and I pulled out the turkey, same thing, all the garbage is inside the turkey. So I said to the woman, I said, why do we get all this garbage? Do you get garbage in your turkey all the time? And she's looking at me going, are you serious? Like, pretty good. And I said, yes, I'm serious. She goes, Tom, that's the giblets, you idiot. You're supposed to thaw out the turkey first. So we learned.
Live and learn. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That is a good thing about cooking, though, right? That Pam, it's like you learn a lot of stuff, like and kind of create your own meals. There's recipes you can have, you work off it, and kind of create your own. Like
everything's pretty adaptable. Yeah. I mean,
now, are you big on if a recipe, like if I make muffins or something, recipe calls for sugar, I've switched to honey, or also, have you ever used that monk fruit sweetener? You remember that?
Yeah.
You like that stuff?
I do. It kind of depends what I'm cooking with. I rather use maybe like a replacement, like a little bit, like maybe if I'm making like a banana muffin, use more banana as a sweetener and a little less sugar. So just to kind of replace the carbohydrate with something a little more nutritious, but sugar, it just depends what you like the flavor of.
Right. Interesting. So if somebody wants to have a cocktail, what's the best cocktail? What's the best alcohol they can have to be safe?
Alcohol for health?
Well, okay.
Wait.
It's not. It's for your mental health.
Tomato juice, right? There we go.
Yeah, but if you don't have to have a cocktail. Let's say you want to have a cocktail, on the rare occasion that you'd like to have a cocktail. What is the best alcohol in your mind to drink? Lou, why are you laughing?
As long as you're sticking with no more than one, I don't think it's going to matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I've convinced myself that tequila is the best.
Oh, okay. Well, if you've convinced yourself, that's good. Why would tequila be the best? Tom?
And then you can do your Celery Dance after you have your cocktail.
Yeah.
Nice point. You know what I did a couple of Super Bowls ago? I bought a juicer. So I juiced up a whole bunch of vegetables and mixed it with tequila. And I thought I made a tequila salad.
Oh, it's sort of like a Bloody Mary, right?
Yeah.
Like green.
Bunch of vegetable juice. Yeah, it's good with sin bin. Make it spicy.
Yeah. Put the spicy stuff around there. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to be clear, we'll go back so everybody understands why these two wonderful women are here. They started a company called Celery Salt. They're hockey moms, and hockey moms are always a special place in our hearts. My mother got driving all over the place. Her big thing when she was cooking was she'd make raspberry tarts everywhere we went. So every tournament we went to, she'd make homemade raspberry tarts, bring hundreds of them. She made everyone that's homemade, made her own pastries and all that kind of stuff. So, so they started this company, Celery Salt, Celery being the celebration. And they made it, it's much healthier than just a regular salt. It's mixed together. There's the one product, the salt and garlic and pepper. The other one is salt with a bunch of spices, but no time. No time. And the other one is Puckin' Hot. It's the one with all the, it's got, what has it got in it? I know, I've got it there. I've read it before too. What's in the Puckin' Hot?
Ground cayenne, and red pepper flakes.
And salt, pepper,
still salt, still regular pepper. And is there garlic in that one too?
Yes.
Celery salt's the base of all of our blends. It's just trip and herb, the one without time.
Right.
Has
no time.
It's got parsley, chives, basil, marjoram, garlic, salt, pepper. Right. And then Sin Fire, it's Pucking Hot, has salt, pepper, garlic, cayenne, red pepper flakes.
Okay. So the holy trinity here is the salt, pepper, garlic.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Do you guys know what the Holy Trinity? I learned this the other day. I didn't know this. The Holy Trinity of vegetables when you're making up is it celery, carrots, and onion?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Holy Trinity.
I knew it was.
Trinity. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Are you a pretty good cook, Lou?
I am, but not as good as Pam. My husband said my cooking game has improved since we've been business partners.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
My mother, God rest her soul, when she first started cooking, like if she made a roast, there was no pink left in that roast. It was
that's a hockey pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was the farm woman, but she made fantastic gravy. So we'd sit there and I'd say to our dad, this roast beef is kind of dry. She says, pour the gravy on it.
Oh my gosh.
So, but she really came a long way. Like she made homemade breads, like I said, and she, she was great too. She experimented. She was going to make baked beans one time. Didn't soak the beans overnight. Just cooked them. They were like eating gravel at first.
Oh.
She learned. Same thing I learned is getting the giblets out of the turkey.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to make a few mistakes for it to go right. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I told you, but I really, once I started cooking better, I started experimenting more, and I was making fried rice one night. And I decided, how people put like wine in or vodka, like cook it down in flavor. So I decided I was going to put Zambuca in it.
Oh gosh.
I clearly did not think through the process of like how sweet it was. And I gave it to my kids without tasting it. And they were small and they were gagging. And I'm like, I slaved over the hot stove, just eat this stuff, And then I went and tasted it. It was just so bad. I think I took them to Toys R Us to buy a toy. I felt so bad that I tortured them.
Yelling at
gosh.
Yelling at them. So yeah, it is true. You experiment with stuff.
And
after you do it for a while, you can kind of get a sense of what's going to work and what's not going to work.
Right. And we get good at certain things. I know. Make my kids start requesting certain things when they come home because they want certain things. Or like when all the hockey kids came over, we always made chicken parm or Belgian waffles was a big thing for them. So they're used to having certain things in my house. So
Pam, what would be your go-to meal, like your best meal that you feel you cook, like you're most proud of?
That's a good question. I'm so good at so many things.
So many things you're so good at. Well, there you
go. Well, this past weekend for the kids, they were home to watch the Philadelphia Eagles because you remember we're Flyers fans. I just want to remind you that. Yeah. They were home to watch the Lions play the Eagles, and there's always requests for pulled pork because I'm a smoker. So so I did that for them. We made there wasn't a lot of healthy stuff going on. We did brownies, we did burgers. They wanted all like the warm
So, it's a football game. They're kids at that age, right? Yeah.
That's what they wanted.
Yeah. How about you, Lou? What's your go-to meal?
Oh, I don't really have one.
They're all so good. They're all just so good.
They're all not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I love chocolate, which is nothing. Sin Fire chocolate, dark chocolate, nice. Sin Fire.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say my turkey dinner now is my go-to meal.
What's your go-to meal?
Yeah, because I make my gravy. I put all the vegetables in the bottom of the pan and roast them up just like I do with my broth.
Yeah.
And then all the turkey drips on it and everything, so you get all the flavors from that.
Yeah.
Homemade stuffing, homemade mashed potatoes. I actually make my own homemade pies: apple pie, raspberry pie.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Your mom taught you well there.
Yeah.
Yes, she definitely did.
Right?
Yeah. It's got to the point with my sons where they like one time I said, well, maybe I'll just go buy a pie. They're like, what? You need to bake the pie. Yeah. Right. Yeah. All right. So again, guys, the Celery Salt, first of all, it's a fantastic, healthier product than just regular salt. And again, for people not just in the hockey world, but the sports world, the hockey moms created here. Pam Ahi. How's that?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Lou, the loose cannon. They created this product. It's very healthy. It's hockey background. Again, Celly being the celebration in hockey. So we're going to get this worldwide, get it into Costco. I was in Costco this morning, saw some competitors' salt there. I was going to pull it off the shelves. When I used to take my boys into Costco, that I used to get into the glass, they have the glass doors in the coolers. I would get into the cooler and pretend I was locked in the cooler. And just they were devastated. My kids were so embarrassed. They're like, oh God, it's awful.
It's the best embarrassed kids, though.
Yeah.
Oh, is that true? And if they're smaller, embarrassing? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I used to like run up and hug Alex in front of his teammates when he was younger, before puberty and everything. He's like, oh my God, get away from me. I'm like, hey, waving.
Hi, honey. Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is true. Like I grew up on a farm and everything, and my parents were fantastic people. It wasn't like we didn't say I love you all the time or anything. So when I had my sons, I really made a point of telling them I loved them every time I say goodbye to them, whatever. And then as they got older, though, it was like, Dad, can we just not do it in front of all my buddies and everything? And now it's kind of switched back. They're men now, so we don't say goodbye to each other unless we say I love you. So it's pretty cool.
Yep,
that's good stuff. Again, all right, Celly Salt, Pam Ahi, Lou Cannon. They created this fantastic product. You can go to cellysalt.com. It's much healthier for you than just regular salt. Very tasty, excellent stuff. So we're going to continue to promote that. We're going to get it out. If anybody has any connections to places, hockey teams or stores or restaurants or anything, we can get the product out to. That's fantastic. Okay. All right, guys, good to see you again. We're going to do another show in a couple weeks, okay?
All right,
sounds good.
Take care,
Bye.
Tom.
See you guys.
Bye.